Hi everyone, this is Onionies, and today I'm gonna show you one of the games that I played this week. This was a quick battle, 2v2 quick battle in fact, and this is an unlikely alliance. I was playing the Greenskins, and my ally was playing the elves, the wood elves, right? So let's go over the army compositions. So actually in this game I decided to go very heavy on the regiments of renown. In fact, I have 5 units. So I have the Rusty Errors, I have the Ragnarok Queen, right? Then on top of that, I have Morgrub's Manji Marauders. They will be, well, marauding, running around. Then I also have whom did I have? Oh yeah, right, of course. I have the Broken Tusk Mob, and I have the Hammer of Gork, right? The Rock Clobber. I figured it would be really good, you know, against the dwarfs. And yeah, we are facing dwarves and the Britannia. So usually dwarves are very clumped up. So I figured, you know, in 2v2, Rock Clobber is a safe pick. So because of this, and because I took Warzag as a faction leader, this guy is pretty expensive, right? It's awesome, but it's pretty expensive. So because of that, I really had to go very light on infantry. So I have Warzag, I have 2 big bosses, and I couldn't really afford anything except for these 2 units of Orc Big Guns and these 3 units of Nasty Skulkers, right? So they're hidden here in the forest. So I figured I'll just put them, you know, on the left side, and they'll just sneak into the forest, and well, let's see how it goes. And yeah, as for my ally, so he brought Wild Riders on this flank, and then Way Watchers, who are of course hidden, and then he forward deployed his Way Stalker, and then his main line is 4 units of Eternal Guard with shields, and 1 more Eternal Guard without shield in the back. His lord is Durthu, very scary dude with this, you know, incandescent sword. Yeah, so very hard to deal with. And of course he has another unit of Wild Riders in shields on the right hand side, and 1 more here hidden in the forest, and he has another unit of Way Watchers here. So a very symmetric build. So you can see I paused the game because the fighting starts very quickly. So our opponent, Bretonian, first Bretonian guy, he was really anxious, right? So here he has a Fey Enchantress leading the troops, leading the fray, and then he has all those units of spearmen and arms. You know, 7 of them, I believe, in line, boosted up by the Grail Reliquae. And this infantry corps, let's say this is not the best, right? It's very crappy. They can run away really quickly if not for this Grail Reliquae, because I think they have leadership of only, well, now 75, but those guys on the sides, they have 64. But of course they're encouraged by the, you know, by the Lord and everything. So the Bretonian player also has the 2 units of Questing Knights, which are very scary on one flank, right? And then as for the Dwarven player, this dude went really heavy on the skirmishing. So I don't know whether these guys actually like know each other and they played in a team, but they look like they had a bit, you know, fair bit of specialization here. So, oh yeah, of course, the Bretonian, they have this unit of, you know, Perky Blast Field Trebuchet in the back, but the Dwarven player, he has 2 units of Grudge Throwers. He has 4 units of Quarrelers and 2 units of Thunderers, so really heavy skirmisher core, right? And of course he has 2 units of Slayers in the back, the regular ones, and then his front line is basically Dwarf Warriors, and he has Thorgrim Grudgebearer as a leader, and then on the left and right he has a unit of Longbeard, so a very compact formation. But you can see the Bretonian player actually deployed in the front, and he was very antsy to go and just, you know, just do it, jump us and kill us. So, and then one more thing, last but not least, this is the reason why the Bretonian player went so light on infantry. He has 3 units of Grail Knights. And I saw this and I realized, okay, I am done, basically. So these guys, huge bonus, right? They have anti-large, they have armor piercing, they cost 1600 each, so I'm looking at 5,000 coins right here, right? And of course, the Bretonian player deployed very close to the deployment zone, the edge of the deployment zone, and he sees this Way Stalker, which is not the smartest move to leave him on the auto fire. And then now, of course, he will see this unit of Way Watchers very shortly. And all I have to face them here is my 3 units of crappy infantry. Seriously, the most crappy infantry you can find, maybe in terms of leadership, of course, for the greenskins. So now I see that, you know, avalanche of Grail Knights coming through the forest to me, and I decide to fall back, because these guys, they'll just ride through the nasty skulkers, and yeah, they won't let them leave, basically. Now these guys, again, they left on auto fire, they open fire immediately, and I think a smart move would be just, you know, to put one guy here, and then just kill everything, right? All those units. So you will kill immediately the Way Stalker, you will immediately kill the Way Watchers. These guys are expensive, 700 here, over 1,000 here. Yeah, and then, but then I thought, what if this guy, the Bretonian guy, he looks very rushy, and also we managed to jump on his 2 units of Question Knights here, who have no shields, so they're just eating free fire from my Manji Marauders and from this unit of Way Watchers. So I thought, what if he's microing somewhere here, and maybe I can stop these guys with 1 unit of Nessus Skulkers here, because they have a well, a smoke ball, right? So, and I decided to go for it. So I just sent this guy, and you can see probably the Bretonian player was not microing this blob really well, and here they come. And what is coming on top? Of course, the Foot of Gork. You've been gorked. Look at that unit of, you know, Wild Riders riding into this green mist, and that was a huge Foot of Gork. Let's take a drone view of this. Look at this colorful mess. All of these colorful Grail Knights just fallen down to this huge stomp, and basically this Foot of Gork, it almost destroyed this. Look at 165 HP. This unit has just over 1,000, and these guys have, again, just over 1,000. So with that 1 Foot of Gork, my lucky guy named Wurza got 77 kills. All of these 77 kills were on Grail Knights. I think if that happened in campaign, this guy should have gotten, like, you know, 10 levels, 10 level ups in, you know, in one battle. But anyway, this was maybe one of the best Foot of Gorks I've ever casted, and you can see this guy is now shared. Of course, they are very, you know, this is helped by the Way Watchers, who got 4 kills, which is not a small thing, considering these are Grail Knights who have shields and armor, and they're left routing. And now we also managed to wrap up this flank. Of course, a combination of Wild Riders and my Mogur's Manji Marauders and these Way Stalkers proved to be very effective. So basically he lost 5,000 coins here, and then 2,500 here, so more than half of his army, the Bretonian player, is lost already. And also his another key mistake, look at him just charging ahead without waiting for his partner, without the ally. So now there is a huge separation between these 2 lines, and of course the dwarfs are very slow, so they can barely make up for that distance. And now basically it's, you know, simplifies my task a lot. We are just, you know, killing basically one-on-one. We are just basically 2v1ing him, the Bretonian player. And he also sends his Fey Enchantress into the fray, which is not maybe the best idea, because now she is met by Dorthu and this, you know, Eternal Guards, who are just a much superior unit to this Spearmen and Arms. And of course now I pull my only 2 units of big guns to face, you know, to face these units, so to the Spearmen and Arms. So look at that. Now suddenly I have this whole flank free, and I might, you know, use them as I please. I thought they'll just kill my Nessus Skulkers, but look at these guys. They already got 1 chevron just after killing 8 Grail Knights. This is, I think, a very lucky trade. They'll be telling stories about this. And yeah, so, and there are still 104 of them left. So they just lost 60 models, which is great. 1 unit per 2 units per 1 Grail Knight. I'll take it any day a week. So now I'll just patching them through. And of course I see this juicy, nice, you know, skirmishing line. So maybe I can go here, maybe I can go on flank. And of course here there are more units of the Spearman Arms than I wish there were. But now I have 1 unit of big guns, helped by 2 big bosses, fighting 2 units of Spearmen and Arms. And just look at these crappy units. Look, this guy is almost done. this unit, they have 0 kills, right? So this unit of where are they? Here, Spearman Arms, right? Okay, let me catch them. So they have 0 kills, and they have only, you know, half the troops left. These guys, they have 0 kills. My big guns have 27 kills and 0 losses. So now finally the dwarves made it up for the distance, and now they're engaging. But by doing so, they're leaving this huge gap in their line, which I can just exploit and attack with this crisscross, right? And of course Durthu is a very sturdy dude, but he's taking a lot of damage. And now he'll be ganged up by the Fey Enchantress and the Thorgrim. And this trebuchet just keeps firing, but my rust arrows are firing back in this nice blob. And yeah, there is the Grail Reliquaries just keeping everyone here at the moment, but you know, Dwarf Warriors are, you know, it's a good unit, but not the Spearmen at Arms though. And look at this. So now this unit is gone. Glorious. 0 kills, 36 troops. Big bosses are helping. And yeah, now of course my beautiful cavalry just managed to go through all the way through the forest after dealing with those Questing Knights and just smack into this unit of Quarrelers. And of course now they've been chased by Slayers, so I'll be taking them out very quickly. And now of course for Wurzak, I don't really have much to do here, right? He's, you know, on the side, kind of getting antsy and, you know, offended that he's not being thrown into the fray. So I decided, oh look, there is a nice blob, and I just had enough mana, so yes, I decided to cast this one more time. Boom! This big dude. And again, the green, beautiful green smoke if you are playing the greenskins, of course. And this just, look at that, that is awesome. Everybody just, you know, goes left and right, of course. Most of them stand up. And then with that, Foot of Gork, Wurzak got another 40 kills. And this was on, you know, basically the Spearman Arms and the Dwarf Warriors. And you can see they just insta-routed due to fear and terror caused by Durthu. But of course, now Durthu is very close to dying because he's been focused so hard, right? And my ally is casting Flock of Doom, which is also a really good idea, right? But look at Durthu. If my ally loses Durthu, it will not be a great news for me. But of course here, my Nessie Skulkers, they just, you know, managed to get in, and they would thrive against an armored infantry. And of course, most of dwarves are armored, right? And in other cavalry units of riding around, and so on. So now guys, on this left flank, look, I managed to rout all the Spearmen at Arms. Basically my big guns got 78 kills, one unit of 78 kills and 1 lot. So they had 75 models. Someone somehow managed to die. If you look at this is this poor orc soul laying down surrounded by the, you know, by the Spearman at Arms. How did you manage to get killed? I don't know. Maybe he had a scratchy eye, or he turned around and someone poked him with a spear. I have no idea. But anyway, this goes to show that, you know, this one unit of orc big guns, they just killed 2 units of Spearmen at Arms. Of course they were being helped, but still. And they barely lost any health, any HP or unit models. And look at this. Now we are terrorizing the back. We are, you know, my Manji Marauders, of course, are being, you know, very effective. And we managed to rout the center as well. Durthu now is smartly waiting behind. You don't want to throw him in, I thought, because that would be not really smart. He killed 89, which is great, but he has only 800 HP left, right? My racist arrows are just sundering the armor and shooting into Thorgrim right now, which is great. And of course my Broken Tusk Mob, I managed to save them from the Slayers and path them all the way around. And now they are attacking the Longbeards, who have charge defense against large, but it's not a big deal. So now basically you can see that the whole you know, rear guard of our opponent is being chased down by more groups Manji Marauders in the, you know, melee mode, and the Nessie Skulkers, who are really good, and of course the Spiderlings. Look at this Nessie Skulkers, 48 kills and climbing. This Nessie Skulkers 42, and now we managed to kill the Fey Enchantress, but my ally was jealous, I guess, and wanted to have some fame for himself, and he sends Durthu in the fray. Now, 350 HP. He's shaken. He's 8 8 leadership, 130 HP. He's almost done, but luckily for us, Thorgrim runs, and with that, the whole force runs. So yeah, everyone just terror-routed, and basically now what's left is this unit of Slayers on the left-hand side and another unit of Slayers on the right-hand side. And of course, this will take forever. These guys don't run; they'll just die, which is admirable. But this will not change the course of the battle. Yeah, so I'll just jump on these guys on the left, and I'll jump on these guys on the right. So that's it. I think, of course, I mean, undoubtedly, the Warzak was the MVP of this fight. He killed single-handedly 121 people. This is not bad for a lord. More than Durthu did, and Durthu was, in the midst of this fighting. And of course, I mean, Durthu was casting the Flock of Doom, so you cannot account for these kills. But still, I think killing all those Grail Knights on the left-hand side, and then the other cavalry on the right-hand side was the key to the victory. Because if the Bretonnian player managed to, pincer us from both sides, that would be really tough for both me and my ally. So let's go to the end screen. So this is how it went. A very quick fight, but again, 121 kills on Warzak, which was great. Nasty Skulkers did really well, but look at these big guns. They just smashed. I mean, I showed you this guy who killed 81 people. These guys in the middle, they just killed much more. A ton of infantry and a dwarven infantry as well. And for that, they were promoted, right? The rest of the areas did not perform on paper as they should have, but they were mostly shooting at the lords. Actually, they were the ones who helped to bring the Fey Enchantress down. And the Thorgrim Grudgebearer and the Broken Tusk Mob did well. But look at the Hammer of Gork. So many kills, and of course the Mongrel Banshee Marauders. And my ally had lots of kills on Durthu, and of course great sweeping cavalry. And his archers also did quite well, and the front line just managed to hold long enough for the rest of the troops to kill, the enemy. And as for our opponents, Vox, so yeah, he is Grail Knights. Look at this, 2 kills, 1 kill, and this is all on this on my units of probably these guys, Nasty Skulkers, right? And of course, this other guy managed to get a little more because they came back, but there's such a huge underperformance by the Grail Knights. And of course, the Question Knights didn't get any kills at all, basically. So look at all those kills across the board. I think in total, if you exclude these Grail Knights, the Bretonnian player didn't kill 50 people. Okay, so maybe with this Grail Knights like 80. And we deployed 1500. So basically, I think this rush cost him a lot. Do not rush when you play 2 on 2. You should coordinate with your ally. And of course, the dwarves, they had a lot of missile fires. But look at the Grudge Thrower. I don't know whom were they shooting, but they definitely didn't rack up many kills. Maybe putting some chevrons on these guys would have helped, but the only decent performance were the Longbeards, right? But otherwise, I think it was not a good performance. Actually, I haven't said that. Look at the Thunderers. These guys managed to rack up 100 kills between these 2 units. So basically, more than the whole army of Bretonnia put together. But yeah, this goes to show, guys, the power of Foot of Gork. I'll see you next time.